Hey, welcome to the after show. Thanks so much for supporting me big time. Couldn't have done that video without you. There we go. We got a 2 terabyte iPod Classic that is working. And, well, inspired by the pains I went through just troubleshooting and testing the 1 terabyte iPod and, eventually dying and whatnot, I've decided that, this channel's been going for about 6 months now. This is the thing that's actually happening. I need some benchmarking iPods. Inspired by Linus Tiley, the way that, they're testing graphics cards, they got a rig set up so I can quickly swap things. I want the same thing for iPods. So, meaning, we're gonna open this up one more time, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I forgot to put the timer there, by the way, when I did. Well. So the idea I have is to take the venom out of opening an iPod. And for these, it's these clips here that clip into the case that make it all so freaky. So while I was trying to get the 1 terabyte iPod going, I actually pulled them out. And by pulling all of these out, it should just slot in and out. I'm gonna leave this top clip here because that also holds in, the headphone assembly thing. But it's just spot welded on there, so you can just curl it out. There we go. Taking the venom out of this guy. So, we can put this guy away, complete. I should put this back in its box, because that's the matching back plate. But we're gonna stick this one in there. And there we are. It just fits together. Perfect for benchmarking, because when I need to do stuff, we just go straight in. So, that's one down. But I also want these for the other iPods. Turns out I was already doing it with the 256 gig mini, because again, I was having to open and close it so many times, I just didn't bother putting the screws back in. So you gotta be careful taking the click wheel out though. But then, out it comes. There you go, easy. That's so much easier to deal with than having to take all their screws and clips and whatever's out. Right back again. So for the 4th gen, this is a perfect candidate to have some modifications to turn into a benchmarking pod of sorts. This guy that I dragged along the road with the invincible drive in there. So the way this generation of iPod works, it's these clips here that are holding it in. So it's simple. Shaboink, shaboink. Taking all the venom out. So if you ever want to get in to do some stuff, it's just boing, and we're in. Hey! 3rd gen's the same thing. This is a total nugget. It freaks out. I've put a new battery to, but it's just not happy still. So this is total candidate as the 3rd gen benchmarking pod. I love these massive dual-plated drives. They're huge. Take out the freakish inner layer that these nuggets have. You don't even need to take all of them out, just some of them. Gives you a bit of help. Do we need to get in? You just wiggle it open and we're in, mate. That's handy. And lastly, a 2nd gen. This is one that I busted the hold switch on while I was learning how to open these. And that's basically impossible to fix, well, at least for my skill level. So this is a perfect candidate for this as well. And it's the same thing. These guys are annoying because the headphone gets in the way. So it requires... There you go. Look at that. Nothing attached to it. Just comes right off. So many layers to these old onions, eh? So much easier to get into. I don't have a spare 5th gen at the moment to pull this on, but I'm going to be putting one together at some point. So here, guys, just this mass of not quite properly closed iPods, but these guys are all going to be featured at some point when I'm doing experiments and all sorts. So, huge thanks for supporting me. I really appreciate it. We're only barely getting started, trust me. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks again.